What's up, good people? Louthewritersports back with you once again. Hope everybody taking care of themselves, staying safe, and basically living their lives. All right, y'all. Let's talk about it. Now, you saw that iconic interview with Damon Green and Kevin Durant addressing what happened with the Golden State Warriors a couple years ago, why he left, and why they basically the team broke up. Now, Damon Green and Kevin Durant blamed management for the issues they was having. Somewhat, you can't blame management because management came to Damon Green first, asking him, where do you want to go? Because we're going to sign KD, and we're going to try to trade you somewhere else. What's up, Polo? And Damon Green took it as, look, I ain't going no fucking nowhere. I've been here from the beginning. I'm going to stay here for the rest of my career. And he made it, and the Clutch Sports guys got in his head. He made a choice in his life. Do I try to force this guy out so I can get my money, or do I just go with the trade? Because obviously this system, I've been trying to set up shows, man. They on their they won't let me do it on certain dates. I guess I gotta do it the day before when I set up a certain show. Cause I try to set this show up every at the last minute. Like StreamYard be on that bullshit. So that's what I'm saying. So Damon Green made a choice. Do I get my one good payday, or do I go to another organization, try to prove to them that I deserve the money I'm getting right now? He made a choice. But the question I'm trying to ask is, would the Golden State Warriors break up good for the NBA? Because that 5-year run Golden State was on, I feel like they one of those teams, win or lose, was kind of great to watch. Even though you hate the fact that they had KD, they had Curry, they had Clint Thompson, Iko Gawa, Damon Green, because I think the reason people normally hate Damon Green because that time they were winning those championships and went on that run, he was doing so much talking trash, talking about y'all ain't shit, y'all ain't better than us, because he knew that you had Curry, Durant, and Thompson behind you. That's why you talk so much shit. But bruh, now that you don't got Durant, Thompson haven't played in almost 2 years, and Curry is still the only, and Curry is still doing his thing. It's exposing what type of player you really are. It's exposing what type of organization this really is, and what type of coach Steve Kerr really is. It shows how important Mark Jackson really was to that organization and what he built. Because I tell you right now, if Mark Jackson was still there, the Golden State Warriors would not be having the problems that they're having right now. Because he would have fixed that situation, and he would have fixed this roster, that Golden State Warriors roster, to make sure they can keep winning. Even if Kevin Durant did come to the Warriors while Mark Jackson was there, they probably don't, and he still get hurt. they probably gonna lose that 2019 NBA Finals because Mark Jackson, like it or not, Mark Jackson is a good coach, and like it or not, and Mark Jackson had been in those type of situations before. So, but certain fan base was happy when the Warriors broke up. When Kevin Durant left, every team thought, "Oh, we got a chance to win championship now because ain't no KD in Golden State. Ain't no KD in Golden State. We got a chance to win the hold the bank now." Think about the teams that benefited the fact that the Golden State Warriors broke up. Think about the individuals who was happy that the Golden State Warriors broke up. So this is what I go on right here. Draymond Green. The same guy who got you tossed out of the 2016 NBA Finals, you signed to his sports agency. Don't you think he had a plan from the get-go? He knew what he was doing. Think about that, bro. Don't you think people knew if y'all would have stayed together for a couple more years, his legacy would have been ruined. He would have had no more chances to win championships. No matter what type of team you put together. Because think about it. Durant, Curry, and Thompson was probably the three most dangerous offensive players in the league. Way better than any other team in the league. Now, if they would have stayed together for multiple years, whew. That not only would that piss people off, that would piss off other organizations and fan base because they already felt that the Golden State Warriors were cheating the game by joining up together. But I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this. Do you think Golden State Warriors breaking up was the best for the NBA, or it just proved the fact that people are willing to do anything to sabotage a championship contender just to win their championship? But everybody else who's coming up here right now, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share the channel so you can get the notifications. But I don't blame Draymond Green for doing what he did, because if anybody else was in the same situation, you had the chance to make $100 million, wouldn't you? And the man. What up, Polo?
What's up with it, little man?
So what do you think? Was Golden State breaking up the best for the NBA?
Nah, man. You know, and to be honest with you, Lou, because I know some people they have this imagination that the Warriors all they were is just three pointers, and run and gun. But that really wasn't the case, because the Warriors really had a really balanced team, more than what people think, and they actually had a pretty solid defensive team, especially the first the first two championships. They really had a tremendous defensive team. And so I think that because you got to realize it throughout the 2010s, they 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 won the most chips. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't think that it was it was necessarily good for the NBA, but I just think that a lot of things they had caught to him, and we all knew that sometime it was gonna come to an end, whether it was management, whether it was players not getting along, whether it was injuries or health, or whether it was people disgruntled because they wanted their money, or disgruntled because of their roles or whatever. So that's just my take on it. No, it's just like what you were saying about Draymond Green. Like what you couldn't have said it any better, Lou. It wasn't Draymond Green play that I was disappointed in him about. It was the fact that he was running. If Draymond Green would have been quiet and quietly getting things done and doing things, playing the role that he played or whatever, he wouldn't receive as much backlash as he gets. But the fact that Lou, you hit it right on the nail, man. You said that he was talking a lot and doing all this drawing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That made people look at him much differently. And I know he probably really didn't. You know what? Now that I think about it, I think that at one time I thought that he really didn't give a fuck. But after seeing that interview, you could kind of see that. Okay, well, damn. That's kind of like his way of coming to his senses, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of players, man, when they losing or they're not winning as much and everything like that, you have time to sit back and really reflect and really think about what you did or what you could have done better, or I could have been a better person or a better communicator and things of that nature. And I think that Draymond had time to really reflect because he even said what we talked about yesterday. Lou, he said, man, we after KD had left, man, shoot, man, we was getting our ass kicked, and combined with the injuries and all that other stuff.
Draymond may have cost himself to be traded from the Warriors now since he came out from management the other day and blamed them for the reason they broke up. Because you know how sensitive people are. And
right.
I wouldn't be proud that Bob Myers is working out a deal with Philadelphia right now. That's why.
And somebody. Oh, you got it.
In these 48 hours, don't be surprised if a deal goes down for Ben Simmons.
I think Minnesota was trying to get Ben Simmons too.
Yeah, they're trying to trade Pat Bev again.
Pat Bev going all over the place, but I would like to have either one. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll get his act together in Philly. But as far as Draymond, hey, a lot of people think that I'm opposed to Draymond coming. Shoot, I'd love to have Draymond on my squad. I like to have now. The only concern is going to be is he going to be is he going to be as durable or whatnot? Because I know just a little bit, man, age is starting to catch up to him, especially the title runs and stuff like that. He had a few injuries. He had the heel injury, and he had something else. I don't know. You probably remember, Luke, but they kind of set him back a little bit. Some people felt like he faked the injury too, but that's a whole nother story. I would like to have him in Philly though. If they send him there, I'd rather take Draymond than I would Pat Beverly.
Tyree, that's Polo. That's not my brother.
You said what, bro?
Yeah, if that were my brother. You didn't read the chat.
Oh, okay. You said Lou. That's your brother. Not Tyree Love and Tyree Love, man, you sensitive, bro. For real, man. I gotta call this fool out. Talking about he said stop hating on the Lakers. Man, nigga, if you don't shut the hell up. He said that last time when we was in the chat talk about why you hating on the Lakers. What you don't know, Tyree Love, is that I happen to like the Lakers because I had to be forced to watch them with all of my older uncles and cousins and shit. And one of my favorite players, well, on the Lakers, who I like to watch was Michael Cooper because of his defense. So I never hate on the Lakers. I just said that y'all needed a big man, and that was it. Y'all didn't need to get all the people. Y'all needed a big man and a couple of shooters. That's what I said. So I wasn't hating on the Lakers, Tyree Love. I had to address that with him.
Hey, Tyree, hit that link, and I want to hear your thoughts on was it good for the Golden State Warriors to break up or not? Was it good for the NBA that the Golden State Warriors broke up? But
I'm a Laker hater, huh? Man, please.
But
hey, you know what? I mean, that's his only rebuttal. He can't come in here because if you wanted to, I don't just talk about the Lakers. I'm a Philly fan, so why would I hate on the Lakers? When we beat the Lakers this year, even y'all was shorthanded, but we still beat y'all.
But Polo,
I don't hate on no team. I have no reason to hate. Oh, go ahead, Louis.
I was gonna ask, was that 5-year run, that whole 5 years that the Warriors was doing what they were doing, did it make you angry, or did you just was amazed with what you were seeing?
I liked it because you see, if you go back and you look at the offense and you look at the style of play, I was talking about this on LB's channel. Shout out to LB. If you look at the style of play, Lou, and how they were playing, they had a mixture of several different things that were going on. One of them was a hybrid version of the 7 seconds or less. The 7 seconds or less that Mike D'Antoni had came out with, you know what I'm saying, with Phoenix. Then on top of that, they had different variations that were going on. But one of the things that they did have that's always been noted and notorious for was the flow offense. And they had like, you know, several different things going on. But one of the things that was implemented too, or you know, that was intact with it was the flex and the Princeton. The Princeton, it was all in the one, you know what I'm saying? And it was just beautiful to watch. And also, what even made it even greater too was that they had defense too. They could get physical too. They weren't just a finesse team. They could get physical too because you added, you know, you had guys like Iguodala. You had David West at one point in time. You had what's his name?
Sean Livingston.
Yeah, Sean Livingston, but Bogut, Andrew Bogut. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of guys, even DeMarcus Cousins. But I'm saying DeMarcus Cousins. You know what I'm saying? He missed out or whatever. But you know, they always had some guys in the midst that made it, kind of a balance and everything. So it was a joy to watch, and everybody was trying to come and play there. Everybody wanted to be a Warrior at that at that point in time. But I didn't hop on no bandwagon, no, Lou. I wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm a Warriors fan. And then I was like, man, if y'all don't get the
you had people who live in the West Coast who was hopping on that bandwagon.
yeah.
You had diehard Lakers fans who hopping on that Warrior bandwagon. Because I seen diehard Lakers fans who I know who are true Lakers fans saying Warriors this, Warriors that. But how can you do your team like that? The way the East is set up right now, I don't see Philly winning a championship in the near future right now. And Tyree, I know you're a Lakers fan, but can you see the Lakers actually pulling this off? I'm just wondering, can you actually see them pulling this off? Because even though you put that team there, you are still dealing with a whole lot of egos on that team. Like I can see it working in the regular season, but when playoff time comes around, is Westbrook gonna be Westbrook, or is he gonna be play with the team at that time? Because LeBron, Westbrook, two ego class. All I'm saying is y'all will win the NBA championship if Westbrook and LeBron egos don't get in the way in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying right there. If Anthony Davis stays healthy in the playoffs, because when he gets injured, the Lakers is out of shorts. Like at the age that LeBron is right now, I think he needs Anthony Davis. Like LeBron's still one of the best players of his generation, but at the age he is right now, he still needs Anthony Davis.
My bad, Lou. Hey, what I was about to say though, hey, that's Tyree Love, man. Hey, you need to be a Warrior. Hey, you need to be a Warriors fan because you know what I'm saying. You sound like one, bro. I wasn't hating. Hey, listen, I didn't call y'all championship no Mickey Mouse championship, Donald Duck championship, Chippendale championship. What else, Lou? Darkwing Duck championship. Goddamn, Giannis didn't need to, you know, stack any type of deck or do anything or hop any other team. He got it right out the mud like he was supposed to. And O'Brien, without any excuses. Look, I'm not taking anything away from y'all. Y'all won it. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't one of the ones that called that championship that. So you see, Lou, that's hating. Calling it the bubble ring and all that other stuff. Hey, Lou, you never heard that come out of my mouth, did you?
No, not really.
So I don't have no reason to hate. But anyways, to get back on what Lou was asking, yeah, it was a good time. It was good basketball to watch. And see, a lot of people don't understand this either, too. Thompson, I like Thompson better than I like Curry because Thompson was was more beneficial to the team than Curry. That's just my opinion.
Let me let me ask you something, Polo, about this.
Uh-huh.
You think Curry without Thompson and Durant is the reason why he's so great? Because when he had those two around him, he was still putting up buckets, but that kind of elevated his status when he had Thompson and Durant around him. Even before Durant got there, him and Thompson was setting the league on fire with their 3-point shooting. Now that Thompson and Durant's not around him no more, yeah, knocking down 3-point shots, hitting free throws, but it's kind of showing that he what type of player he truly is without his big guns around him.
Right. I think like he got placed in a situation where he became dependent and relied upon those other guys, right? Well, first year with Thompson and his other core, and then of course with Durant and Thompson. I think he became so reliant upon them. It was like, damn, if I'm off one night, then Thompson, he could fill the void, or even Draymond Green could fill the void. And he was placed in a situation, Lou, where there were a lot of new faces on the team, a lot of guys that don't have no championship experience, yet alone playoff experience, yet alone been under any type of pressure in order to win on a big stage like that. So he was playing with some guys, and that's why he was getting mad and getting frustrated. And people were criticizing Steph Curry for getting mad and getting frustrated. No, that's what the fuck you're supposed to do. I actually wanted to see him get mad. I was like turning red and shit like that. Hell yeah, because now you see what some of the other leaders had to go through. They didn't have to depend, or they didn't have a lot of people to rely on and stuff like that. Now you see what Giannis had to go through. Now you see what other players that didn't have that many key guys that they could rely on and stuff like that had to go through. It's different when a lot of people leave and stuff like that, and then you all by yourself and stuff. Well, he had Draymond, but Draymond could only do so much or whatever because he wasn't even 100%. So then you take all of that into account. Man, he was frustrated and stuff like that. But I will say this: Curry did a lot in the mid range too. He played the mid range and inside a lot more, like going to the cup and stuff like that. He did as much as he could or whatever, but I still hold him accountable for him laughing and giggling on the sideline when I think, Lou, you said they were getting blown out by 50 and then another one blown out by 39 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were laughing, giggling, and Steve Kerr has too. He's not exempt from any smoke either because he's just as responsible. So.
Don't you think Curry did a better job trying to prevent Kevin Durant to stay though?
Yeah, that's
if he supposed to be so-called leader of the team, you supposed to try to prevent the guy who's basically been helping you out stay for a couple more years, so you can probably get a couple more championship rings. But
how do we know he didn't?
Yeah, you're right.
How do we know he didn't know?
Wait, really? We don't know.
He could have been like, hey.
Really, we don't know what Kevin Durant's time at Golden State really was. They're saying he never did hang out with his teammates. He never did socialize with them. And he felt like he wasn't a part of that team and organization at the time he was there.
Oh, really?
But that's what they say. I don't know what really went down. But if I knew I got Kevin Durant on my team who can do what he does,
Uh-huh.
I'll try everything I could to just keep him on the team.
Oh no, I saw that differently, Lou, because when I was looking at the documentary, you know that the documentary he came out with, um, I saw him trying to build camaraderie with a lot of those guys, but he was supremely focused on the game. Like I told you, I think I told you this, Lou. I told everybody in the stream about this. Durant would wake up at like 2 in the morning if he had something on his mind that he needed to get better, and just go to the gym and call one of the trainers to rebound for him, and start working out. He was supremely focused because at that time everybody he became the villain too. Kevin Durant became the villain, so I don't think like he wasn't hanging out with anybody. I think if anything, they were giving him a lot of support because they were supporting him. At least that's what they said on TV. They were saying like, hey, we love Kevin. We're glad he's here and everything like that. But the outside world was like, oh, Kevin Durant, that's the weakest move and all that other stuff. Stephen A. spinning that narrative and all that other stuff, man. So I don't know. I think it was. I didn't know that if they were saying that, man.
But it came. But like I said, if management thought if management would traded Damon Green to another organization, Kevin Durant would have stayed. What would that Warriors team look like right now? Even though if they went through the same, if they even though they went through the same thing with the injury with Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant, you think the Warriors team still have an opportunity to win a couple more rings with this KD, Steph, and Thompson? Even both of those guys wasn't like 100%.
If you said it right, Luke. If they were 100% and they were healthy, and I'm saying it on Louthewritersports, they would have won like at least two more championships because there was nobody on the face of their balance was just too.
Now, Polo, not really, because think about it. After
Uh,
Durant and Thompson got injured
uh,
after the 19 season, so the following year it would have been Curry all by himself trying to win games. They
right.
probably wouldn't. They probably still wouldn't never make the playoffs. They probably still get like a top team pick. I wonder, do they still pick up your boy at center, or they go a different direction to replace Damon Green?
Who,
Now,
DeMarcus or Wiseman?
Wiseman.
Oh,
Think
okay.
about it. If Damon Green's not on the team no more, you got to draft somebody who can replace him. Bring that same type of.
Uh, okay. Now, okay, in that scenario, they probably would have slowly, like been trying to make their rebuilding and stuff. But I was saying that if he wouldn't have never got hurt at all, you know what I'm saying, or Thompson wouldn't have never got hurt, I wouldn't have seen the Warriors losing. But since you put it like that and you put it really in perspective, it would have been tough for them to get another championship because then they would have had to rehab and everything. But I think eventually they would have probably been able to squeeze at least one out of there. But we also got to take into consideration, what the situation that was going on with the country too. And that had a lot of effect on everybody too. So as far as no training camp and shortened season, the bubble, all that stuff. So I mean, it's a lot of different things that we got to. And I'm glad you put it that way, Lou. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't. I never thought of I never thought of it like that in terms of that question that you asked.
because this would have been like the first year if KD came back. So this year would have been Steph Curry and Kevin Durant, with Clay Thompson still being out.
Uh-huh.
So does that team make the playoff with KD and Steph Curry?
Man, damn, Lou, that's hypothetical than a motherfucker. Yeah, that's true.
And plus, do they still sign?
That's true.
Do they still sign your boys who they got from Phoenix? Damn.
Oubre.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Wiggins.
Do they sign? Yeah, you got a point. Do Wiggins and Oubre still be on the Warrior team if KD and Steph, if KD is still on the team?
Honestly, Lou, now that because I'm gonna come back around to what you said yesterday. Because I told him actually what we had talked about. I felt like, what if they would have got a guy like Karl Anthony Towns over there in Golden State? Because remember, you talking about being at the Lakers, but I was thinking to myself, I said, what if Karl Anthony Towns would have went to the Lakers?
Him and Anthony, that would be
went to the Warriors.
Now, if you went to the Warriors, now you're dealing with maybe 5 guys who would shoot the 3-point shot, and Karl Anthony Towns is guaranteed to give you at least 10, 11 rebounds a game, and he is a great rim protector.
And I was also looking at this too, Lou. We got a situation on Dallas, right? There's still rumblings about KP and Luka possibly not getting it together and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though Jason Kidd said that he gonna do what he can. Shit. I at first I said Bo, but I'm like, why not go after a guy like Karl Anthony Towns? They're about to make moves over there with possibly having Simmons and everything in Minnesota. So get them to a place where okay, hey, look, we got a chance to actually do something here, and you add a quality big like Karl Anthony Towns.
Now, if Dallas got Karl Anthony Towns, that'd be a big upgrade for their team. I don't understand why teams don't really try to go after Karl Anthony Towns, because that'd be a big help for any team in the NBA right now. Because he's really dying after Minnesota, because he don't want to end up like Kevin Garnett and miss his prime career in Minnesota. Because Kevin Garnett said he should have left Minnesota early to have probably what gave him more championships.
I mean, I don't, me personally, Lou. I'm going after him. See, I wanted Towns in Philly. You know what I'm saying? I think that would have worked. Now, whether how as far as business is concerned and stuff like that, and his contract and stuff, then we would have had to look at that. But I was looking at something about Ben Simmons and them talking about Minnesota. Minnesota said they're not gonna move on that deal unless they get 2 other key guys along with for Simmons or whatever. And not just okay, draft picks are some mediocre. They want something. They want some guys that could really go.
That's the one thing I don't understand about the Lakers. If you add Carl Anthony Towns to your team with Anthony Davis, Davis wouldn't have to worry about playing power forward. You have Carl Anthony Towns playing center because you would then LeBron would have the two big men down low that could really help him not only get offensive rebounds but point down low, but probably open the lane wide open for him. Like Carl Anthony Towns, LeBron James, and AD. That like a team will probably end up going at least 72-10. That's why I say that Kyrie Love because Carl Anthony Towns, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, that team's dangerous, real dangerous. Because you have no answer every night on how you're gonna try to beat that team. If you have Carl Anthony Towns and AD down low, because Carl Anthony Towns can protect the rim, AD can be basically AD, and LeBron James won't have to do everything all by himself. Like now, now you're trolling Kyrie Love. Carl Anthony Towns is not better than KD. Come on now. I don't know what the latest is on Carl Anthony Towns. I don't even know why he hasn't been asking to get out of fucking Minnesota. Like I don't understand why teams don't try to go after Carl Anthony Towns and play to try to convince him that playing in Minnesota, he's wasting his fucking time. KD is a quitter. Oh brother, here we go again with the bullshit. LeBron James would have did the same damn thing, Kyrie Love. Come on now. If he had said join the 739 Warriors team, he would have did the same damn thing. They act like he wouldn't do that shit. Well, I'm back. It's like y'all want to get up, hop on her, get dive deeper in this KD thing. So I'm sending the link right now because y'all wanted to come on here dive on the KD thing because y'all was mad because I ended the show because y'all getting deep in on KD. There you go. Y'all want to come on and talk about KD? Dive deep into it. There you go. Hold on. Oh,
That nigga said he'll take Ben Simmons. Tyree Love, man, you a fool, man. You crazy, man. So, hey, Tyree Love, you gonna take 34% from the line from the free throw compared to 90% from the line, damn near 90%, and 40 something percent from the 3-pointer, and damn near 60%, about like 55, 56% from the field goal range.
Tyree Love, I'm not getting mad at you because I know what you're trying to do.
I highly doubt it.
Hey,
Well,
Polo.
you said, Lou, don't get mad.
What's
Ben
up,
Simmons,
Darius?
a better passer and defender and athlete who,
What's up?
man,
What's up,
okay, all
Polo?
that is great. All that is great, but can you play in the
Hey,
fourth quarter?
hey, y'all. Can y'all hold it down? I'll be right back.
Yeah. Hey, Polo, how you doing, man? I talked to you earlier. Your hip hop Jada kids joined earlier.
Who is it, Darius?
Yeah, that's Darius. Yeah.
Man, what's up, Darius? My nigga Darius, man. Darius McCoy, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, where you from, brother?
Man, Texas, man.
Okay, I know you got a old school vibe to you when I hear you talk.
Say that again, brother.
I said you got an old school vibe to you when I hear you talk. Like you're an old school cat. I don't know how old you are, but it's like an old school dude when I hear you talk.
Oh, old school dude. Damn, nigga, you made me sound like I'm 60.
Nah, man. No.
No, I mean, I done heard that before. No, it's all good, man. No,
Man,
I'm just
someone's got
laid back
old.
in the motherfucker.
Someone's got an old soul, brother.
uh, uh,
That mean we hung around.
to a certain degree, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, uh, I mean, if you want to consider 38, 39 old school, that's what a lot of my cousins call me. Shoot, hey, after you turn 25, 26,
It's down here.
you considered old school.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of these cats out here call me Unc.
But can you
I'm
believe this nigga though, Darius McCoy? Yeah, I gotta get your take on that, man. This nigga said he'll take Ben Simmons over KD.
who said that? Kyrie? Tyree Love said that? I can't even make a comment on that.
Nah, Darius, nah, come on, man. You gotta give him the space, man. I think he doing that shit, man. You really trying to be a contrarian on this bitch, nigga. Like, and you doing a horrible job at that shit too, man. For real.
Hey,
Damn, bro.
hey, Polo, I can't, I can't even make a comment.
Hold on 1 second, bro.
Yes,
Hold
sir.
on 1 second. Let me. I'm gonna go back out and come back in.
Okay. Hey, Tyree, I'm driving, man. You gonna hop in? Hey, Luke Polo said he'll be right back. He gonna come out and come right back in. I heard you talking about Carl Anthony Towns. What's going on with him? I know he won out of Minnesota somewhat. Lou, look out for Polo.
No, I was saying, like, why don't teams try to go after Carl Anthony Towns, man?
Uh, I know at one time it was just rumors. Nothing was like hardcore concrete. That the Hornets at one time was like maybe was gonna try to make a trade for him, but I don't think that was nothing concrete. But that was just a rumor. I guess they was giving out fits where he would fit in. I think he like he would get rebounds, but he like to stay outside a lot. What's up, Sal?
What's going on?
Salute, gentlemen.
Not much.
What's going on, Lou? Appreciate you letting me come on. See, we got
All right. The main topic
the
was
drive-by stream.
all right. This is what the main topic was. Was it best for the NBA that the Warriors broke up, or was it bad?
I think for the anti KD and Steph fanboys, it might have been looked at as good. I mean, for the NBA as far as revenue and interest, I don't think it was. I think that's a good way to break it down. For the people that didn't like KD or Steph Curry, yeah, they loved it. But for the NBA as itself, you know, having a team like that draws an interest, draws revenue to a franchise, and then a lot of people would say it would influence even more player movement or so-called super teams to develop, which people say is still happening now, even now with the Nets situation and the Lakers situation.
But how did y'all feel for those 5 years that happened in Golden State?
I mean, for the most. Oh, go ahead, Darius.
Now I'm trying to figure out. I mean, you mean the move that Durant made and then winning those titles? That's what you're speaking of.
No, I'm talking. You know, him and Damon had that little interview a couple of days ago about they blame management for the breakup. But
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with them. The
But
management. I don't agree with that part.
but Lou, you kind of confused us because you talk about the 5 years Durant didn't play for them for 5 years.
I'm
So
talking about
that's
that
what
little
kind of
5 year.
confused me.
I'm talking about that little 5 year run that the Warriors kind of went on, and Durant joined that run.
Mind you,
Like
2015 to 2019, that 5-year stretch where they were running, they were top of the league, getting to the finals every year.
I would say this is probably the top three best run of for a franchise easily. As far as winning percentage, they won 3 championships. We pretty good. Put it up against any other franchise that made a similar run. To be honest with you,
you
winning
kind
three.
of can't blame management because they came to Damon Green first after him. Look, we're gonna trade you to another team because we're trying to sign KD. Like, where you want to go to? And Damon made a choice that on that day, do I force Kevin Durant to go, or do I go after my money? He went after his money. Can you blame him for that?
No.
my thing. Why you consulting with Draymond Green about anything? You gonna make a move? I would consult him. He's not Steph Curry or Klay Thompson. No consultation needed with you, brother. We move you.
mean, I always said this about Draymond. I mean, he was far from their best player on their team, but he was really their backbone as far as leadership. And that might
Hey,
be
I'll be
why they
back,
kind
guys.
of
I gotta
confided.
handle this.
Okay, that's probably why they confided in a lot of things. They confided in talking to him and that during that situation because I think outside of him, his leadership, which sometimes it could be bad in certain aspects. He can be a firecracker or something. But I think it's a big forward after his leadership. I've always questioned, Steph Curry leadership. People say he's a good leader, lead by example. But it'd just be interesting to see how that team is without Draymond, because he brings a lot of intangibles and he's a big part of their leadership and holding players accountable, whether it's veteran players or young players.
So, Lou, do you believe that this is a story Draymond is letting out, right? About the organization consulting. That's where this comes from. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I would say if he was out of that organization, he would have let something out like that. He wouldn't have just said that like right now, being part of the organization still. I don't think that they can't just tell him, well, where you want to go, because a lot of teams may not accept his role. I don't even buy that story. I think it's talking.
You know what, Kyrie?
Sorry.
Man, he got that nigga.
Salute
Nigga,
everybody.
man, that nigga was scoop cap that nigga got for that nigga.
What was that, Polo?
I said, what size cap did that nigga got for that nigga? Cause nigga been capping. Day, man. You know he got a whole bunch of fitters and shit, man. That motherfucker said Ben Simmons better than KD. You know, ain't no nigga alive gonna hate that shit.
We found the first guy.
I don't give a fuck if he a better defender or playmaker or not, nigga. I'm not taking no motherfucking Ben Simmons over no goddamn KD. I'll take the KD at 60% over 100%.
Man, I'm taking Ben Simmons over KD, man.
See, we found the first guy who would take Ben Simmons over KD. I don't know how he came to that conclusion, but yeah.
You talking about I'm hating on the Lakers. Y'all got so much turmoil and shit. Hell no, I ain't hating on y'all. Keep on. Y'all got so much turmoil. Y'all niggas ain't even getting along.
LeBron the GOAT.
The Lakers ain't getting along right now? No, I ain't heard about that.
No, I'm saying last year. Because nobody was getting along. Schroeder. Shit, the last couple of years. Shit, if you really want to be honest.
LeBron the GOAT, man. LeBron the GOAT.
Hey, Polo, do you believe that story coming out of Draymond and KD's mouth about? Don't you think this is something he would do in the tell-all book after he's done with the organization, about them consulting him about where did he want to go? Let's make it real. You just don't come out with. You just don't say something like he might have been drinking or something. That's what I'm thinking.
What happened, Darius?
I haven't even looked into the story. I've been seeing a little bit of it.
Yeah, what happened?
I haven't even looked at it.
Now, Lou says Draymond Green was told they consulted him before this KD deal. They was going to trade him to any team where he wanted to go to. What you said about your organization? Why you still on that squad?
Yeah. That would seem like that was a conversation that you want to make sure was disclosed.
Right. I don't buy it. I think he was drinking. They just talking. They doing it for views or something. I don't know whose podcast it was. They doing it for views. I don't buy that. Because many teams are not going to accept Draymond Green. What he brought to the Warriors. Listen to what I'm saying. What he brought to the Warriors, he might bring to another organization.
Or maybe he's saying it knowing that the team did discuss with him this year that he will be in the trade discussions this year.
No, Tyree. during
I get what you're
the
saying,
time when
though.
they was recruiting Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I'm saying he probably coming out now knowing that they
He
came
might
to
get
him.
traded now.
Right,
Oh,
right, right.
you said he
So
want
he
to be
don't
traded.
care.
Yeah,
Nah, he just
One,
know it's about to happen. So he's like, hey, or
right,
he
right,
might want
Sal.
it. Yeah.
Right, Sal. Either or,
yeah,
I agree with Sal.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's a
I agree with you. You said it first. He said he agree with me.
yeah. I was just looking at the logic of like, if that did that really
That's the
happen, or
only
he just
logic
trying to,
that it really have to it. To be honest with you,
and then
possibly
he's trying to
because
get out of
anything
there.
else, he might be. But we are talking about Draymond. Draymond don't. He is kind of unfiltered. You got to remember that. We ain't talking about somebody who's heavily filtered about certain when they ask questions in the media. He's kind of unfiltered. I ain't saying he's as unfiltered as other players of the past, but still unfiltered.
But he was the one went to New York. He's the one got KD's attention to come to go State. He was the one that was going to the Hamptons and all this recruitment.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was. And
so
he the same person that told him, B, we don't need you, ain't he?
yeah.
On the
So
court. So
there's a lot of conflicting stories when it comes to Draymond.
I don't think it's really conflicting. I think he's just somebody who, like I say, that could be potential problem that either he's trying to force his way out or he sees he's about to be traded or he's on the trade. So he's like, hey, man, I might as well share this. You know what I'm saying? And then let it air out. Maybe there's some issues on the back end we don't know that he having with the organization moving forward,
Yeah,
you know. But I will say this, I disagree with you there. I think it is some teams there would love a Draymond, you know, love to play with Draymond. I know Dame been wanting to play with Draymond. So you know if they
but
might be trying to talking about something, you know what I mean? He's been
you
adamant
think
about telling people he love to play with him.
you think they want it now? I mean, because if you watched him
Might
play
be a
last year,
possibility.
he was out of shape a lot last year during the season.
Yeah, he started off the season injured, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, if Draymond started the season, he might miss the first 20 games or however. I don't know exactly how many games.
Yeah,
I gotta look it up.
yeah,
But
yeah. I know him and Steph. They missed a bunch together, but I don't know.
I mean,
What do y'all
was
think
he
about that?
asked?
Huh? Go
Was
ahead.
he asked a particular question to make him bring that information out? How
I
did
don't.
he kind of end up telling that story?
Yeah, I haven't seen the podcast.
Oh, he was
I
just
mean,
on. Yeah, he was on the podcast. Yeah.
yeah,
See, nobody seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Okay. Oh, Draymond missed 19 games. Okay, played 62.
I
You
haven't
talking
seen it.
about chips?
Yeah, you saw it, Polo?
Yeah. What
Yeah,
made him speak on that
the
situation?
Bleacher Report. It came from
Yeah, I haven't.
Bleacher Report.
Yeah, I haven't. I think it's like a
I,
3 hour and 45 minute thing clip interview, the podcast. So
yeah,
yeah,
because him and that motherfucker. I was looking at his, and I was looking at Kevin Hart's. Not a podcast, but him sitting down interview. Because I was looking at the Don Cheadle shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. That's I
Yeah,
mean,
but
like I say,
it got to be something brewing for him to speak on that just
or
freely.
he's trying to force his way out of it. Like you said, he's trying to get out of it now.
Hey, Darius may be right on that because if you're gonna say something about management, you may be looking to get your way out. Because if you say something about management, hell, they probably looking to trade him in the next 48 hours.
It is interesting,
Uh,
man.
so
Because
Same with
you think he?
they
situation.
don't want the organization looking bad. Like, the Warriors got a reputation for it being a good, upstanding organization and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't really hear a lot of that drama going. At least I don't know. That's what I haven't heard a lot of. drama
I agree with you
going
on
on.
that, Polo. I agree with you on
Uh,
that, Polo. I agree with you. What you saying about that?
back in the days, yeah, you know, with the whole PJ Carlissimo shit, but when with Trail Sprewell choking the shit out of his ass. Other than that, you know, other than that, I ain't really heard nothing. Man.
I heard a lot. Damn, where y'all been?
Maybe Dame and
But
Draymond were probably talking to each other about teaming up during the Olympics.
that's a good point. A good point right there. Um, did Durant say anything about this after Draymond spoke?
I don't know, South. I know they had to sit down together on the interview. I didn't get to watch it though.
To think about how that Brooklyn Net team came together, because Kyrie and Durant was on the Olympic team that one year, talking about teaming up. And Dame put it out there he wanted Draymond Green on the Portland Trail Blazers. So maybe Draymond is trying to force Golden State's hand to get up out of there.
A lot of people have feel like I heard a lot of people on panels talk and speak. They feel like Draymond ain't that valuable to their team, and that they could exchange him out for different players. I don't think it's that easy, man. I think Draymond bring a dynamic to their team
Like I was
I agree,
surprised.
that you
South.
just can't easily feel, especially the leadership.
I
It's
agree,
not that
South.
many It's not that many leaders in the league, let alone superstar, all-star leaders. So they better be careful if they move him, who they replace him with.
I agree, South.
I thought they were going to place him with your boy.
Ben Simmons.
No, remember Portland and Golden State made a trade for one of the Golden State players. Oh, who got traded to Portland from Golden State?
When was
I'm not
this?
familiar.
You talking about Kent Bazemore? When was this?
Not
That was
Kent
Kent
Bazemore,
Bazemore.
not Kent Bazemore, the other guy. The guy will play kind of close to Damon Green. Everybody wondering why he ain't playing more minutes over him.
He came from Portland.
Not Hill, huh? Grant, something Grant or Pascal.
Yeah, passed out.
Oh, Juan Pascal Anderson or whatever his name. That you said they consider him close to Draymond Green. But then was sitting
Pascal
beside him.
from Toronto, huh?
No, he played for dude played for Golden State. Was number 7. He got everybody wondering why, because everybody saw how great of an offensive player he was, and everybody wondering how come he playing more minutes over Damon Green. It was last year. It was last year and almost this year.
Yeah, he got traded
Um,
from Toronto, and then the Golden State trade him to Trailblazers, I believe.
number 7. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm lost on that dude.
Hold on.
Oh, you talking
Like
he was a rookie
it's like
last year?
Eric. It's like Eric
Eric
Pascal.
Pascal?
Yeah.
He's still on the
Yeah,
squad with Golden State, right?
No, he. I think they traded him to Trailblazers for somebody. I forgot.
yeah, he got traded to the Trailblazers for money.
Yeah, so I mean, Draymond, the Golden State Warriors. I mean, they got some decisions to make. I mean, you know, Draymond offensive, his shooting has declined tremendously, which kind of affected them. You know, when he did come back from injury where he was virtually non-guardable. He's
And plus, y'all
not.
remember, I remember seeing this about that free team deal that was sending Ben Simmons to Golden State with Steph Curry and sending CJ McCollum to Philadelphia, and Portland will get Wiggins and another player.
Bizarre. Not ready to arm. Message.
And what would happen to Steph?
He be playing with his brother.
That ain't happening, Lou. Golden State, they would not get rid of that dude.
They just signed him to an extension. How is he in the trade?
Not Stephen Curry. Steph Curry, his little brother.
He gonna end up going to the Golden State. That's what you're saying.
So him and Ben Simmons what came to Golden State, and Golden State was traded Damian Lee and Wiggins to Portland.
That wouldn't have added up, Lou. The money wouldn't have mattered.
Why would Philadelphia do that? They'd be crazy.
Hey, so
it'd be a free like a 3-team deal though.
Hey, so some dude in the comment giving you hard eyes.
Oh, you talking about Amir?
Yeah, I don't know who he is, but he giving you hard eyes.
Oh, he be over there on Go Mike channel. What's up, Amir?
Man, that's some
What's
wild
going
shit.
on, Jacob?
I'm just trying to.
What is that all about, Amir? Man, come on with that. What's that about now?
Lou, some of the trade scenarios you be getting don't add up. I don't know where you get them from.
Man, that's Lou the sports writer, man. Stop. You can't question that man, bro.
I'm just saying.
No, I kind of saw this a couple of days ago.
You seen on Twitter, Lou?
I saw this on Twitter. I saw this on that was sports Bleacher Report, something like that.
Well, everybody's saying that Golden State would not give up the farm to get Ben Simmons. The Sixers want a lot for Ben Simmons. And if y'all say Ben Simmons can't shoot, he's not that good, why would you give up a lot for him?
They just trying to, they just posturing, man. That's all they doing, man. Trying to get as much as they can, but you know that they'll have to come down on all that.
Yeah. Now
I think when it comes down to it, I think Ben Simmons end up going to Minnesota.
I don't know, but I think before the season started, he would not be in Philly.
Why you think he's going to Minnesota? You think it's gonna be a three-team deal, Lou?
I believe so.
Hey, Amir, you gotta be careful, bro. What the hell? You trying to say astute or you saying ass? This dude in the comments kind of, man, y'all gotta keep an eye on this dude.
He didn't take spelling serious, Tyree.
I don't know if he was trying to play on words or something. What the fuck he doing?
Amir from Canada, I think. Amir from Canada, if I'm not mistaken. I know him from Go Mike channel.
Is he one of the LeBron fans that be on there?
Nah, Amir a Clipper fan.
Yeah, he a Kawhi fan. Every time I get on,
hold up. Do Ben Simmons got 75 on 2K right now? I was asking. I don't know. I don't play the game.
I don't know either, but that's funny if it is true.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about that.
Hey Lou, what's up with your boy KD won a 99 ranking? What's up with that, man?
I don't know. Like I heard was they asked LeBron about KD 99 rankings. Like he said he called him the best player in the world.
Who called KD the best?
Nah, I seen him say he should be a 99.
Yeah, LeBron never said that, Lou. Where you get that from?
I saw the highlights.
LeBron tweeted he should be a 99. So I guess we can give Lou that. I guess if that mean that, but he didn't say that. Lou. I seen the tweet, but I see they got it's 6 people tied for. I think what is it like 4 people tied with 96 overall? LeBron, Durant, Greek, and Steph.
I don't understand why these ratings matter so much to people.
They really shouldn't. Because a lot of the games, like in and of itself, like sometimes those ratings just don't mean a dang on thing.
It's called ego and pride, fellas. Ego and pride.
That is true.
All don't complain when those ratings come out. Across the board in any with the Madden, the players they see the Madden ratings or the.
Like imagine everybody in the world got ratings.
What LeBron's rating is, Lou?
I don't know.
He got the top rating.
Is it better than KD, Lou?
I don't know. I don't play 2K. I don't pay attention to the ratings.
No, your ratings. Let's use your ratings in real life. What you rate? You rate LeBron better than KD?
Well, LeBron's up in age right now. You talking about at that point of their career? You talking about at the point of their career right now?
Yeah. This dude sounds funny, man.
Well, he losing.
We finna look at birth certificates and see who better. Let's do that.
I'm talking about at the point of their career because LeBron slowing down and KD is still.
Let's pull out the birth certificates and see who better.
Career-wise, then, Lou, who's overall better?
That's kind of hard to say because both of them are on team. I wonder if any of them wasn't on the type of team they are right now, can they lead the team by themselves?
What do you think about this? What do you think about the Nets? The move they're trying to make some more moves. You heard anything about them making moves?
Shoot, I don't like the fact that they stacking up their team like this.
Why not?
They're supposed to be getting worse. They're supposed to try to get worse if they can get.
Cause I want the league to be wide open where any team have a chance to win.
Where you get the narrative from, Lou?
I always have felt that way.
You think you think it's a such thing as team trying to get too good? So a team shouldn't try to get too good.
I think teams need not to try to take the easy way out.
There ain't no such thing. What's the goal at the end of the day, Lou? What's the object at the end of the day?
So in the summer of '95, y'all shouldn't have added Dennis Rodman. I should have kept Pippen and Jordan. I should have let Rodman alone.
You say what?
Rodman was 37 years old almost after he passed his prime.
Did that make y'all a super team?
How was that a super team when Rodman wasn't an all-star?
Wasn't he top 5 in rebounding? He was still doing his thing in rebounding, right?
No, he was leading the league in rebounding.
That's what I'm saying.
He still was leading the league in rebounding.
Right? He's still doing his thing, right?
And was making all defensive team.
So that was a super team.
You talking about a guy who didn't make the All-Star game?
That's a popularity contest.
Y'all think the '98 Bulls was a super team?
Yeah, they was a super team. They had Tony Kukoc. They had all them dudes. They were lovely.
Let me ask y'all something. LeBron 36, 37 years old. Let's say if he lead the league in assists, would y'all consider the Lakers a super team?
They already won. What you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, they are one?
LeBron was a super team in the bubble with his third best player being KCP.
Who said that?
You said all that now.
You heard people saying that?
No,
Man, hell
they
no.
was
They ain't no
not
damn
super team.
super
Darius,
team.
I know you done heard that, haven't you?
Yeah.
People were saying they was a super team, bro.
They were not super
Man.
team.
That was not a super team.
Hell no. I don't know what the fuck the people say.
I done heard people say it.
Yeah.
I'm just listening to people. I don't know what the hell a super team
I'm
is.
trying to figure this out.
It's a million different things.
I'm just trying to figure this out. What's the right way to win or lose?
I always thought it's to win, bro.
Exactly.
So that super team go out the window.
I'm like this though. Before they made a trade with James Harden, KD, and Kyrie, and they had also great guys who knew they listed on that team. They didn't have to trade away have they right just to get James Harden.
Well, that you got to understand. My question to you, Luke, and everybody know this. In your city, what's the best football or basketball team in your city? High school.
High school?
Yeah.
Male Bulldogs, St. and Trinity.
Do they get guys to come over there every year from different schools? That was installed on the previous squad.
No, they kind of go to different areas to recruit kids and give them like
scholarships. Okay. Is that stacking the deck?
What going get the kids?
Yeah, they go get the top talent from the area. Recruiting. Like you said, they recruit. Is that stacking the deck?
I don't know. I never really paid attention to that.
Okay. See, this been going on since I just been going on forever.
High school. Pop Warner, all that.
Yeah. So what y'all talking about? But y'all, everybody forget about that. But y'all want to. Y'all want to.
Hey, Lou, you.
Go ahead, sir.
You was a star. You was a star in high school and all that, or whatever. I know you played some Pop One or whatever. They didn't nobody try to recruit you, or they were like, "No, we can't have you on the team. You too good. You gave your knees to the game. We can't have players like you."
Nobody tried to recruit me from Pop Warner.
You had somebody on your team got recruited to another team or something, or you knew somebody got recruited to another team?
Yeah, I knew a kid that went to Male who got who played Pop Warner with,
and he got somebody else when they picked him up because they wanted to win, right?
Yeah,
I got a better one for you, Darius. It's
Hey,
always in your city. It's always in your city where it's a kid go to another school out of his zone, district zone, to stack the deck. Like he ain't in that zone, but he going to another school driving, or his parents driving there so he can play. At Milan, this happened in every city.
Yeah.
Football, basketball, whatever.
Or you can say Duke kind of tried to stack the deck with Zion and
No. They didn't even know Zion was going to Duke. They had to make room for him. He didn't even consult with them. I'm gonna give you this. Y'all remember Chris Leak played at Florida?
Yeah, quarterback.
He went to this high school called Independence High School in Charlotte. His daddy ended up renting an apartment. Never did turn on electricity or nothing. Just to say he lived in that area for him to go play there. And they recruited him over to that school.
Damn.
And it was a big deal when he first did it. But his brother, it started with his brother. So
hey, Lou,
this stacking the deck shit been going. Y'all, I don't call it stacking, I call it winning.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Lou, why you didn't stop your homeboy from going to that school? Why you didn't tell him he was about to stack the deck?
well, that was his choice. It wasn't mine.
So why y'all get mad at these players when they get together and do their thing?
Because I grew up in the 90s and I never seen team and I like.
Lou, this been going on since the 60s and 70s and before that. This is nothing new.
Oh no, Lou, let me ask you something. So if they recruited you, I'm saying something stupid. If you had a teacher, coach, if you went to school, got a teaching degree, tried to become a coach, right? For your high school, for your former high school, you had some good players out of district, like some top young sophomores and juniors want to come to that school. You gonna tell them, no, man, they're stacking the deck. That ain't doing it the right way. That's what you gonna tell them. Or you gonna tell them, come on, so you can win, keep your job.
Nobody wouldn't come to the school I came to because we suck.
Wait, this is
That's a
hypothetical.
hypothetical, Lou. You gonna tell them not to come because you don't want to stack the dick.
I probably would tell them to come because I want to play my team, play my friends.
Oh, so you want to take the easy route out?
What, playing my buddies?
No, winning. He talking about winning.
Yeah. So it's gonna be an asterisk on y'all championship. Y'all winning.
Come on back in here, Polo. We deep in this thing now. So y'all telling me you'd rather you playing 3-on-3 out there on the hard top, and it's stacked out there. You don't want to lose. Your team lose. Somebody asks you to run with them, and they might be up for the next 5 games. You gonna say, "Nah, man, I'm gonna play with this squad." You want to win. You going to the next winning squad, right or wrong?
No, that's facts.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
See, this is another aspect that's never talked about it. Normally, the better players are the ones that put in more work and have more of a drive to win. You see what I'm saying? When you talk about some of the top players in the league, what do other players say? Whether they all-stars or role players. Man,
They
this
work
dude,
hard.
LeBron, this dude Durant, this dude Kobe, this dude Jordan, they outwork the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? So why other good players don't want to play with good players when they know to maintain a superstar status, you got to work at an even more elite players than the other athletes that you playing around. See, that's the other aspect they talked about. I remember when I was in all the way going up to middle school and the high school, I was always a better athlete than most of the other kids, and it was a frustration because other kids couldn't do what you do. I wanted to play around people that was as competitive and athletic as me, and try because I want to win. But Lou, you said the Nets stacked the deck, so if they win this year, it's gonna be an asterisk. If they win it all, since you said that yourself, this year ain't gonna count to you. You ain't gonna respect it.
Yeah, I'm gonna respect it because the championship is a championship, right? I didn't call the Lakers ring a bubble ring when they won that championship in the bubble.
Okay,
I respected their championship. Like every championship you win, you gotta respect it no matter what.
So they're not cheating the game then, right?
Not really. They went out there and played the games and won it.
But earlier you said that you said they were cheating the game.
I didn't say they were cheating the game. I didn't say I don't like the fact that they joined up like that.
So if this was your Bulls, you wouldn't look at it that way, would you?
If the Bulls stacked the deck like that, I'll be unhappy too.
I don't believe you, Lou. I don't believe you, Lou. Because y'all the same dudes. Y'all the same dudes that said y'all wish I would have got Carmelo with D Rose. That's stacking the deck, bro.
It would have been this Carmelo and D Rose. Who else was great on that team?
Lil Dang. Joakim Noah.
Yep. Yeah, at that point. Terry got a point on that, Lou.
Because Noah, Noah kind of knew his role on that team, though.
He was a top 5 defender at that point in time. Didn't he win Defense Player of the Year while he was with the Bulls? How many times?
Looked that up.
Yeah, he won Defense Player of the Year. And I can't remember how many times he was all defense.
I've been trying to get it, Darius. I've been trying to get it for so long. Everybody act like we were trolling. I'm like, what is this super team? Everybody that talk about it all the time, they have a different perspective on it.
Yeah.
It's like a rabbit hole. Got dudes saying the league still open with super teams. Teams got people saying they team, you know, teams too good. But and I mean, I don't know.
Nah, I mean this
I mean, I
guy
ain't
3-time all defense. And he was 2013-14 defensive player of the year, 2-time all-star.
Yo,
Joakim
what
Noah.
up, y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Jack?
Okay.
Hey,
Look,
and he was
okay, let me ask
all
this.
NBA 2013-14.
Okay, let me ask you this. Say if Dallas do get Carl Anthony Towns, would y'all think of that as a super team?
Who they giving
Nope.
up? Who are they giving up? First of all, on your scenario, you got to give up Porzingis and who else? Because you just can't the contracts don't even match
Yeah.
up. But okay,
Yeah.
I give you. We'll do that just so they even swap. Yeah, they have Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah.
That's a super team.
Hey Lou, you play dodgeball?
What are you talking about?
Because we asked you about the Chicago Bulls and you dodged there by asking about Dallas.
I answered that question.
So you said that was a super team. That would have been a super team, right?
You said there was a super team, Lou?
I like how does Carmelo and Derrick Rose make the Bulls a super team?
Joakim Noah,
Then they have Luol Deng too.
Lou Alding, and we just put it in about Joakim Noah. He was 3-time all defense player.
If they were if they were saying Carmelo Anthony, I think Luol Deng wouldn't be on the team.
He
at
was
this
3
time.
times all defensive, and he was a defense player of the year in 2013-14.
I think Luol Deng will be gone.
No, that's not true, Lou. The reason why Carmelo had that trade with New York, he only had 1 year left before LeBron James and D Wade they made a decision. He would have waited 1 year, then he would have went to the Bulls. All he had to do was wait 1 year, and he could have went to Chicago.
This would have been 2010, right?
Right. That's why the issue was with New York. They kept telling New York, why would you trade all those pieces to get Carmelo when you can wait 1 year and he can come straight to you, and you don't have to give him anything up. So if Carmelo would have waited 1 year, he would have went to the Bulls. You still would have had Carmelo, D Rose.
Hold on, Tyreek. Check this out. They had Carlos Boozer.
Yeah, Carlos Boozer. Yeah,
Taj Gibson. Kyle Korver was on that squad. He was 7 years
Lou
old.
Heinrich.
Yeah. Joakim Noah, Derrick Rose, Kurt Thomas, Brian Scalabrine. Come on, Luke. You got to be honest about that.
Sure, you understand the same thing I'm thinking. How was he an all-star? Did he average 20 points?
It's more to scoring, Lou. It's more to scoring.
But Lou, look who asked you that. That's why I asked you that.
Every all-star average 2 points.
If you had Carmelo Anthony for the price he was asking for, wouldn't you have to get rid of some of the pieces on the Bulls, though?
Lou Alding. All right, Lou Alding. You giving up him and a couple of draft picks or something. And Rasul Butler. That's what you're giving up. Somebody like that. What did Chauncey Billups say about Carmelo? All he cared about is offense. He didn't care nothing about defense. He's a one-way player. That's what Chauncey Billups said during that tenure in Denver. Right or wrong, Lou?
Yeah, you're right.
In 13 and 14, that's when y'all was really competing with Miami around that time. I would say. Really before that, like 11. I say, was it when did Derrick had an injury? When did he had an injury? What year was that?
That was the 2011-2012 season.
No, he had an injury 2012, 2013.
Nah, Tyree.
No, it was the playoffs. It was the 2012 playoffs. He
Right,
suffered an ACL. He missed, and he missed the whole following year.
He missed the whole 2012, 2013 year, Tyree. This was 2011, 2012. That
No,
block.
11 and 12. 11 and 12. He won an MVP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Heat took him out. The Heat took him out in like the second
5
round, I believe.
games in the conference finals.
Conference finals. Yeah, the Heat took him out. Darius. It was 2012, 2013.
No, he didn't
suffered the
play. He didn't play a
ACL.
game that year. I don't.
But yeah, D Rose got hurt in 2012. Remember?
Yeah.
He got hurt in the spring of 20.
Right, 2012. Yeah.
It was the postseason. The first
Postseason.
Yeah.
He didn't play 2012, 2013 at all.
Right.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
2012, 2013, he didn't play.
Yeah. So I'm looking at this roster right now. They were damn near super team then, Luke.
They had a lot of good players on that team.
And then you can't forget Kirk Heinrich came back to play after D Rose got hurt.
Yeah.
And they had Jimmy Butler on the bench. I know he ain't the Jimmy Butler of now, but he still was on the bench.
They had productive players on that squad. They might not have been at the level of I mean, you got to think Chris Bosh numbers that went down in scoring.
Hey, didn't they have Tyrese Thomas at one time?
Yeah, he was gone by that time. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Heat teams had no depth.
Yeah. Jimmy Butler was a rookie on that squad at that time. Yeah, he didn't have no depth. Really, no. None at all.
Never had. And then you got the super team. You got one dude. You got Bosh on the team.
Hold on, that he did. I ain't gonna lie. That he did have depth.
You had
No, they had that Shane Battier.
man.
No, that he had depth, man.
Name the depth, Tyree.
What year?
You talking about Shane Battier and
Mike Miller.
who else?
And they had somebody else.
Mike Miller didn't play the whole.
Rashard Lewis. Didn't they have Rashard Lewis?
Yeah, they
had Charles Lewis.
They had nine.
That in 2014, that last year. I think.
Yeah, that was
All right.
Mike
I can't get the bench, the dates correct on it, but I know the players that they had on their bench. They had a nice little bench though.
Yeah, probably that last year.
I know that
Birdman,
first year.
They had Birdman, Ray Allen, Mike Miller, Rashard Lewis. I'm just naming all the bench players that they had.
Ray was a starter though.
Who?
No, Ray. No, at that point, Ray was coming off
you
the
talking
bench.
about he transitioned to the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah, them Heat teams have pretty nice little depth on their bench.
But do you now, Lou? But the thing we get back to the super team stuff. You saying you and the like the Bulls winning? I don't believe you when you say that. If they'd have won 3 straight, if they'd have 3-peated, you've been doing cartwheels throughout the city of Louisville.
No, there. He probably wanted LeBron when LeBron free agent. You know, all the teams recruiting him. You know, the Bulls recruiting him too. He wouldn't have got mad if LeBron went to the Bulls.
Oh yeah, that's the question, Lou.
Would not have occurred
When you didn't want LeBron to come to Chicago.
if he came. He came. I would have been happy about
See, point proven.
it. Like my understanding was certain. If LeBron wanted to come, he wanted to wear number 23, and I would have been hell no.
But Lou, he's always worn 23 since he's been in the league.
He would have won 6 if he went to Chicago.
Remember,
in Miami.
Yeah, he won 6.
He go back
Lou,
to 6.
why would that be an issue though, Lou? If he's been wearing 23 since he came in the league?
Because only one person is only wear 23 in Chicago, and that one of the best players of all time.
That sounds like some fanboy.
But they retired his number. You would really unretire his Michael Jordan's number to give to LeBron James? Come on.
That sounds like some fanboy, man.
How do you think Jordan would have felt if LeBron would have asked him kind of wear 23 in Chicago?
Hey, I don't think Michael Jordan give a damn about no damn number.
I don't know.
Trust me, he wore number 9 in the damn Olympics.
I don't know.
Yeah.
With LeBron wearing it, I don't know, Darius.
Jordan don't care about that. Trust me.
I think
Jordan wore 45. If you'd have put 45 on, what you'd have said, Lou?
All right, then you wear 45.
Lou would been tearing him down. You know he lied.
Yeah, Lou would have been definitely calling him a copycat.
I think he gonna wear 45 in Jordan. You ain't half a Jordan.
So how did you
Lou,
feel when
But
Kobe put on
LeBron
20?
remember, LeBron was the same person said the whole league to retire 23. Remember that?
yeah. And
Yeah.
he went back to wearing 23 when went to Cleveland.
But Lou, now you know he been wearing 23 since he was a kid. But I don't think they would have gave him 23. I think he'd have won 6 or something like that.
Plus, you had to think about it. Most superstars don't want to come to Chicago because it's hard to live in Jordan's shadow.
Look, that's 20 years. Look, you talking about almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, Kobe wanted to go to Chicago.
That shadow's gone. That ain't even a shadow no more, Lou. I think Derrick Rose embraced that. They cleaned it. They cleared that a little bit, and now it's his name will never go away.
You think if Kobe, because Kobe known for so-called doing the right way, even though he tried to force his way out of L.A. But do you think he would have won the chip if he came to y'all, Lou? I think y'all would have won the chip.
The hell, the way management was, I didn't like. Plus, I wonder if Kobe would have got some people to actually come with him to Chicago. I'm kind of wondering that myself.
That was stacking the deck, Lou.
Oh, so you wanted to kind of try to stack the deck, like y'all say LeBron did when he came?
I would have asked if they got at least one star to help him out. Because remember when he made those trades to Chicago, he got Father Saul in a trade, and that was that. After that,
so he was getting people traded.
Kobe kind of did force their hand to make that trade happen.
All superstars do, Lou.
I thought LeBron don't get people traded.
Hey, Terry, what's Sterling Young talking about? I can't. What are you talking about?
I don't even read it yet.
Not more than scoring. Darius, you said joking.
You talking about Joakim Noah? About
he was an integral part of that team, wasn't he, Lou?
Man, hell yeah.
He's a top defender at one point.
Not just defender, rebounder, vocal leader.
You kind of say he was doing like the Draymond Green role at that time,
right? At the center position, right? He would get the rebound and he'll run with the ball in a transition and pass it out. You're right, Lou. He was doing that Draymond Green shit.
Yeah, he was assist man, and he did it. He was like the jack of all trades on that squad.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yep.
He was the only person willing. He was the only person willing to try to fight LeBron James.
Yep.
I heard allegedly LeBron was gonna consider coming there because he didn't like Joakim Noah.
Right.
If LeBron would have said, "I'll come to Chicago, but y'all gotta get rid of Joakim Noah," they probably would have did it.
Damn right they'd have done.
Yeah, they would have done it. What the hell? That's easy. They would have had no issue with that. As soon as LeBron said that, as soon as they hung up the phone, Joakim Noah would have been gone.
They'd have shipped to the Antarctica if they had to.
Hell yeah. He would have been gone, man.
Lou, what you think about Terry Rozier getting this 4-year, $97 million extension?
I'm surprised. I thought he was gonna be gone. I thought with having LaMelo Ball there and the other guard, I thought he'd be gone.
Who you talking about? Book Night? The one that just drafted?
No, the guy who been playing there.
He gone.
He in New Orleans.
He in New Orleans.
You talking about a boy from Kansas? I forgot his name.
Devontae Graham. He in New Orleans.
Yeah, he in New Orleans.
Hey, I didn't even know that. I thought he was still on the Hornets.
Yeah, he in New Orleans.
He got a $50 million deal.
Hey, that's great. That's great for him. Like,
yeah, He was undrafted. He was second round draft pick.
$97 million.
But yeah,
Hell,
Terry Rozier 97. That's the extension.
You
Because
said
he had
5 years,
4 years.
4 years,
It's probably 5, but it's
player
it's
option, 5th
4
year.
year playoff.
hey, Terry Rozier is smart though. He ain't turned down $84 million like you know who.
Dennis Schroeder.
Nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with that though.
No, a lot of
I don't
people
see
said it's a
nothing wrong
bad
with
thing.
that.
Dude
I
was
don't
a
see.
solid ball player. He played
Yeah.
hard every night.
Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with betting on yourself, bro. I'd rather a nigga bet on himself any day of any time of the day. Always bet on
That
yourself,
may
man.
that may be the Terry Rozier's only big payday of his career. So
I mean,
We can't say that, man.
he just he got it increased by $6 million. So he did the right thing. He earned it though. They just didn't give it to him because they had to give up some money.
Where is Dennis Schroeder at?
Boston
What team?
Boston with a 1 year $5 million deal.
Oh yeah, he can get his stats up in Boston. How many years he signed?
1 year.
1 year, and he can get his stats up. He can get.
I wanted to ask y'all about that. What y'all think about LaMelo Ball calling himself the Golden Child?
Nothing wrong with that. Believe in yourself, man.
Yeah.
Why people worry about what people call themselves?
Right, yeah. Look, with me,
If
bro,
it was somebody in your neighborhood saying I'm the best basketball player ever, y'all wouldn't care. Nigga, just laugh. But since it's a basketball player, we lose our mind.
Right.
Professional.
The first thing came to my mind was that the Last Dragon movie with Bruce Leroy.
My thing is this: if I'm playing with you, I hope you feeling that. I want you to think you're the best out there on the court.
Yeah, that's facts, Darius.
Yeah, you don't want nobody on your squad saying, "Nah, this guy's better than me." That's like
that kills me. What y'all expect these dudes to say? No,
when LeBron
I ain't all that.
When LeBron said he was the GOAT, I mean, people got mad. I'm like, what?
Right, right. You supposed to say that. Kobe
When he
said
he was
that.
the GOAT, like I didn't care that he said he was the GOAT.
But people got upset about it. But what are you supposed to say?
You don't get that good as he is without that type of mentality.
Facts.
That's what people understand. People swear they play sports, but sports is 90% mental of how you feel about yourself.
Hey, and South, you know this just as well as I do, bro. You don't as if you want to be successful in life, you don't you have that same mentality, bro.
Yeah.
Feeling like you're the best at whatever you do.
Yeah.
That's how successful people think, bro. And when people get upset or cry about shit like that, that tells me where your mind state is at, man.
Right.
Hey, fanboy insecurities. That's why I was telling Bama, we need to talk about it.
You know, it's an older dude. He said, he shouldn't have said that. I'm like, what are you supposed to say? No, I'm gonna give it up to this person. No, you supposed to say, yeah, I'm not. If you step on that court, if you're doing something competitive, you feel like you're the best at that position or whatever. You're the best player on the field when you get out.
Facts.
Yeah, you don't get nobody no credit. Even if that guy is better than you, like, no, I'm better than that dude.
Right. Even if they try to shame you for being cocky and arrogant, so what? Stop worrying about what people say, bro.
When you get,
you know, even in up for talking shit about his brother.
What'd you say, Sal?
When you going out there warming up on the basketball court or the football field, you ain't sitting there talking about how the other team better than you. Y'all saying, nigga, we gonna beat them. We don't give a damn what they done.
Right.
We better than them.
Yeah.
Everybody, whoever you about to match up with, you sitting there saying, man, he better than me. You already defeated.
Facts.
Yeah. All these great basketball players. I ain't gonna say all great. All these guys in the NBA feel like they the best thing out there smoking.
Facts.
They don't go in there looking like, oh, that guy's better than me.
Hell no. Like y'all said, that's already defeat.
Yeah. Yeah, you lost already. You get in the ring with Mayweather, you can't go in there thinking I'm gonna lose. You gotta your mindset. I'm just as good as him when you get in there.
Right. Hey, thank you for saying that, Darius. When I hear Mayweather interviews, he always said that he never thought about a loss.
Yeah. He said I'm the best ever. It's up to y'all to debate it. You know what I'm saying?
See, that mindset of a winner, bro.
Right.
That's how winners think, man.
If you we speaking on hypothetical shit. You get off the catch and you thinking about winning. You ain't thinking about the motherfucker whooping your ass.
Right.
And you say I'm gonna win. Shit. By any means necessary. Shit, I'm gonna win.
Yeah, that's facts, man. Big facts.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, Darius. Not any means now. Make sure you do it the right way now. Hold on.
And he means legally. We ain't trying. We ain't gonna be cheating now.
Do it the right.
My
Do it the
dad always
right
told
way.
me the first
Shit,
thing
in a
you find.
fight,
After
in a fight, you better
Don't
cheat.
don't end up like that Baylor. Don't end up like that Baylor kicker.
Nah,
Look.
fighting ain't got no kind of rules. You
yeah,
better come out with a win.
my daddy told me the first
No,
thing you
no,
find
y'all,
out there about them.
no,
Right,
y'all
Darius.
remember the best. Y'all
Right.
remember the Baylor basketball player that
The what?
the Baylor basketball player that killed the
His
dude.
teammate. His teammate.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that. That was something. I remember that, man.
he killed him because he was afraid they gonna take his spot on the team. I'm like,
What you call that, Sal?
What?
Yeah, the guy from Baylor. It was about 20 years ago. He killed his teammate.
What?
Fear of losing his position to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
What? So he wasn't good enough to just let the sound speak for itself. He had to kill.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
insecurity, man.
that happened on jobs too, regular jobs. Somebody get promoted, and this happened around here. The guy got promoted. The other guy felt he should have been the one promoted, and he killed the damn
See, I
dude.
don't see that. I think that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, that's different.
You
We
know, when
talking
I
about
think of it, no. I'm gonna explain though. I think people don't like in these situations you explain. People don't kill somebody because they actually specifically take their position. I think them people end up killing somebody because it's like a totality of things not never going right in their life. And you know what I'm saying?
they've been dealing
Like
with failure.
then
They've
that's
been
like
dealing
the
with a lot of
ball. Yeah,
failure.
they've been dealing with they don't know how to deal with failure. Then that's like that was like the boiling point for them.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, y'all both right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when we look at it and we think about like why the hell somebody kill somebody
That's not
for
being
taking their
competitive.
spot?
That's not being
It
competitive.
ain't. I think it's deeper than that. It's deeper. When you talking about killing somebody, it's more. You can't. You
That's
don't know
not
how to deal with
that's
failure.
nothing competitive about that right there.
Yeah, somebody knocked out.
Right there
Jacob.
is that's cowardly.
Yeah, that's Jacob over there.
Hey, Lou, mute his mic, Lou. He gonna mess up the stream yard.
I
Hey,
knew he had to be sleep because y'all said something about Mayweather, and that normally triggered him. I was like, oh
uh,
shit,
uh,
y'all talking
Yeah,
about
Jacob
Mayweather.
loves some Mayweather.
S Young still around? Put that bring.
Yeah, boo him out. Yeah, kick his ass out of here.
He done booted.
You kicked the wrong man.
Darius.
What the fuck,
my bad.
Lou?
You ain't got sick of Darius.
Lou, damn, Lou. You say, hey, you had him on your mind, then, Lou.
You waiting to boot him.
yeah. So
God
he was
damn,
ready
I
to
see
boot
them.
Darius.
Yeah, I'm like, shit, you back
Sorry
shit.
about that, Darius.
Oh,
My
no
bad. I didn't
problem.
mean to do that.
He's
No
like, I'm
problem, man.
dead, Darius, man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Darius. He had you on the mind. He waiting to get you up out of here.
No, I thought Jacob still had that same
Uh,
avatar on this thing.
No, man,
I'm about to get
I got
on
a
it, but you got
Carolina joint.
bedtime coming up.
I got the Carolina joint. Yeah, S Young still, if he's still around, yeah,
Yeah, put S Young on here. I don't know. He wants some. He got beef with Darius.
you know, if he get cooked.
What time is it?
But
You
hey
have an
Lou,
hour left. 1 hour.
so you consider the Bulls and the 90 the three peat, the first three peat, were they stacked? Were they a super team?
I don't think they was. Like I know the best two players at that time were Pippen and Jordan.
Do you think? Hold on, there go a better question. Do you think the Bulls played any super teams when they in the finals?
I thought Magic Johnson and Worthy was still one of the two best players in the league at that time. And if Worthy don't get hurt, we probably don't win that 91 finals.
You
Well,
mean
y'all,
90,
I'm just go ahead.
91, 91 finals? You saying Worthy don't get hurt?
Yeah, because Worthy was killing the Bulls before his injury.
I give you that.
Yeah, that was a super team.
That was
And
a
in,
super team.
yeah, and in
That
90,
Lakers team.
yeah, the Lakers team was a super team. And in 1990, the Detroit Pistons
To
team was a
me,
super team too.
the Lakers should have. To me, if the Lakers don't get injured, they will probably win 4 years in a row.
Shit, I don't know because they called now.
How they go win 4 years in a row?
Hold on,
In
Lou.
81, they
Because Magic
lost.
got
No,
Magic got hurt in
I'm talking
'90s.
about from I'm talking about from 87, 88, and 89. Cause remember, Magic Johnson and Brian Scott got injured in the
Okay, Lou, but it's vice versa. Detroit could have three-peated.
Right.
Detroit still had their full roster when the Bulls beat them in 91.
No, I'm talking about when they lost to the Lakers.
No, they lost to the Lakers. Isaiah Thomas had sprained his ankle, I think.
Yeah. And then they went back to back the following the next 2 years, and they were right there. They was a game away from winning the finals, and they lost in games. Lakers had to win in game 7.
You talking about that 88 final when they called that big foul
bullshit. Yeah, Detroit was right there to three-peat them damn selves.
Right. Because I think Detroit also went to like 4 Eastern Conference Finals straight.
Yeah. Yep. They went 87, 88, 89. They 87, 88, 89. They lost in 90 to the Bulls. That's when the Bulls took off. They won in 88 and 89. Those are 2 years they won the title.
89 and 90.
No, 88, 89. 88, 89.
88 was Lakers, 89 was Detroit, and 90 was Detroit.
They didn't win in 1990, bro.
No, they didn't win in 90.
89, 90 seasons. 90, 91 seasons when the Bulls won.
We talking about Detroit. We talking about Detroit.
And when Detroit got I was in the Navy when Detroit. I just graduated from high school when Detroit got the back-to-back.
That was 89 and 90.
1990, I was in the Navy, bro.
Yeah, 89, 90, Detroit won that. 90,
yeah,
91.
90, yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I say 8, I'm talking about the beginning of the season year. So that's what I'm saying. When I said that number. Because then in 90, 91, that's 90, 91, that's when the Bulls.
The Bulls, yeah.
Yeah, we that game 7.
And who knows that? Hey, who knows, Darius? Remember when Isaiah Thomas had that through that dumbass inbound pass and Larry Bird stole it?
Yeah, they was right there then.
Right.
Yeah. They was right there. They was right on the Celtics and the Lakers head then.
Right. So they could have went to 5, possibly 5 straight championships.
Right. So Lou, go back to that. The Celtics and the Lakers, they were super teams.
Yeah, they were super teams, man. Celtics, Lakers, and Detroit. Detroit was a super team.
Philly had a 1-year stretch with a super team when they got Moses. And then the following year, they lost in the first round.
So Detroit was a team, even though.
Yeah, they was a super team. They had Mark McGuire, Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Dennis Rodman,
John Sally.
Yeah,
Rick Mahorn.
That's a
Rick
super
John
team,
Sally.
bro.
So y'all telling me when the Bulls started winning, all the super teams were gone?
Basically, they was hurt and ain't gone.
They weren't gone, Tyree.
When the Bulls started winning, yeah.
You don't think the Knicks was loaded up as a super team?
I don't call the Knicks a super team.
They only got one Hall of Famer though.
Yeah, I don't call the Knicks a super team.
They had one Hall of Famer, but they had a bunch of guys that were perennial all-star players at one point in time of their career.
They were a good team. I don't specifically call them a super team.
When Xavier McDaniels was on that squad, he was on that squad. You had people like Gerald Wilkins played with them a little bit. Mark Jackson was on that squad. Rod Strickland was there for a little bit. They were loaded.
I like to call team was a super team with only one Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I'm not denying that though, Des. I'm not denying that they was loaded. I don't think
I think they were a good team for the era, but
I don't think they were.
See, those teams were balanced. They were more balanced than anything.
Yeah, for the 90s, they were a good team for the 90s.
Right.
They weren't no all-time great team.
No, I'm saying they were balanced. Yeah, they were
I
balanced.
mean, if you're gonna make an argument for super team, they're gonna have to be in the consideration.
Right.
They were just a good team for the 90s.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot of nostalgia because they gave Jordan teams a tough run.
Well, they dumbed the game down and they slowed everything down to make sure. They played at a pace where they slowed the game. They started slowing the game down and made it more physical.
They had gritty role players and tough players, but
Yeah.
one Hall of Famer super team, that's a reach.
Yeah, Jordan didn't go. He didn't go against no real. Unless y'all want to call that Phoenix team when Charles Barkley got that trade over there. If y'all want to consider that a super team, but
not the closest.
I don't know.
The closest team was probably Seattle.
What about Seattle? Were they super team?
That's the closest squad.
But was that Seattle team better than that Phoenix team?
Shit.
Kevin Johnson, Charles Barkley. Who's that other nigga on that bitch, man? Let me go back and look at.
You talking about Dumas? Dumas?
They had Dumas.
If y'all remember,
and
those
somebody
Seattle
else too.
teams, if y'all remember,
Dan Marley was on there.
Dan Marley, yeah, and somebody else.
If y'all remember, those Seattle team used to also win almost like 60 games.
Well, Seattle was a underachieving squad because remember when Denver beat them? Denver was the 8th seed. That was the first 8th seed to win. In the first team that was an 8th seed to ever win in the NBA playoffs. Remember they beat them Game 7 in Seattle. The Kevin Mutombo, Brian Stiff, them guys.
Hey Lou, do you feel like some of them teams might have been a super team?
All right. You think
they got a case?
Y'all think the Trailblazers was a super team? I don't think they was a really super. I think they was a really good team.
Hold on one second, Lou. Hold on. Let me get this right here. Let me get this off. You think any of them was a super team? The Phoenix, Seattle, Portland, even Portland. You think they have a good case?
Now, Seattle team had Peyton and Kemp.
Dallas Shrimp, Peyton, Rain Man, Sean Kemp. Percy Hawkins. Was Perkins played with them at that time?
Yeah, Elvis.
Yeah.
Sam Perkins.
Yeah, he was with them.
Dale Ellis.
Perkins with the Lakers and them.
I'm trying to remember, was he still on 18 when they went to the finals?
Smooth was Big Smooth that he.
He might not have been there.
I think he went to the Pacers by that time, I believe. But they had Detlef Shrimp. Detlef Shrimp was a perennial all-star.
Waiting on the call, Lou.
I thought
Seattle out of the case. You think Seattle might was?
What you talking about when they went to the finals in '96?
Yeah, I'm talking about all the teams the Bulls played in the '90s. Do any of them got a case to be a super team?
I say Portland do.
You don't think?
Okay. Hold on, Darius. So think about it. So you talk about out of all the teams you face, one of them might have a case of being a super team, maybe two. But guess what? The Bulls.
I'll say Portland and the Jazz, because the Jazz went back to back finals.
So look, hold on, Derek. Hold on. So with these guys possibly having the case to be a super team, the Bulls were favored to win every finals they played in. And they not even considered a super team to you, but you can make a case for two of the opponents they went against. That's interesting.
I thought I thought Chicago was going to lose to Portland in the finals because they had Terry Cummings, Kevin Duckworth, Jerome Kersey, Buck Williams, Clip Robinson, and
I'm gonna give a little pushback to that point South just made because I want to ask him this. You think that 2008 Celtics team was a super team?
Yeah, by the somebody definition it was.
Because the only reason why I asked because the Lakers without Bynum and Trevor Ariza were still favorites to win that series, even though people think that Boston possibly was a super team.
I think going into the season, they looked at Boston. I think Boston struggling in the playoffs early kind of repivoted it. That's what it was. But coming into the season, people were picking Boston. I think Boston
yeah. I'm only talking about play. Yeah.
But I'm talking about going into the finals. Now you made a good point going in that finals. They were picked over. I get that. That was a good point to make. But I'm just saying if you could make a case for some of the teams that Jordan played against in the finals, that possibly being super teams of the Bulls, how can you not make a case for some of their teams being super teams because they were favored in all those matchups going into them?
Yeah, I can
Right.
see your point.
That's confusing to me.
Yeah, I can see your point.
So I think they were favored in at least. I would say for at least 5.
I used to think it was 5, but when you go back, they were favored in all 6, even the Lakers one.
Even in '98,
Yeah, they were favored
I thought the
in that one
Jazz was
too.
favored in '98.
Nah, they were favored in all those.
Jazz had the better record.
And
They
hold
had
on,
the better, one year they had the better record.
I could be wrong on the years. What year that Carmelo won the MVP?
97.
97. I think the Jazz went to the chip in the championship in '97, right?
They went back to back. They went
Yeah,
97.
so
They had
I
a
think
better. They had
97 and
they had a
98.
better record than the
But
Bulls.
I think
but
'97
but
they
but
picked the Jazz, didn't they?
That was
thought they
98.
did.
That was 98. They
but
had the.
Oh,
That was
okay.
98. They had a
but
better
in
record.
every finals, Jordan didn't win the MVP in 93 and 97. They thought I was afraid that those the guys who won I was afraid the Jazz was going to beat the Bulls. I was afraid Portland was going to beat the Bulls because I knew how good Portland really was around the time. They was like one of those dangerous teams. Like I thought they going to really upset the Bulls in 92.
My timeline might be off. Ralph Sampson, he was on Portland.
No.
He was
No,
on Houston.
he was on Houston.
Like you look at that Portland roster. That Portland roster, I thought that Portland roster was better than the Bulls in 92.
No, they just had a better record.
No, they roster. I think top to bottom they did have a better roster. They just didn't have Michael Jordan.
And they
Jordan
didn't have the number one defensive team either. Portland didn't have the number one defensive team either.
Cliff Robinson was a 6-man. I believe he was 6-man a year around that time too. No, I could be wrong. I know he got 6-man a year. No, he didn't get a 6-man. He was in the running, but he was an all-star. That was
in 92.
No, 92. He was averaging 19 a game. He didn't get it. He was averaging 19 a game that year. Cliff was.
And I gotta be honest with you, I was surprised the Bulls beat Cleveland Cavaliers in '92 in that series. Cause I thought we gonna lose to them.
Oh, it had Brad Daugherty. You talking about that Brad Daugherty?
Mark Price.
Brad Daugherty, Harper, and Mark Price, Hot Wild Williams, Larry Nance. They took that Bulls team to 6 games.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think sometimes y'all downplay the Bulls to make them seem like the Bulls wasn't all that, and y'all just shocked how they won games.
Who?
People that like Michael Jordan love Michael Jordan.
I like Jordan, but nah, I want the Bulls fan.
Them Bulls teams was man. Them Bulls teams was.
I want the Bulls fan, so I can't even speak on.
The thing about it within that whole situation, Horace Grant is an underrated player. Right. He's very valuable.
But everybody underrated on the Bulls because they underrate everybody to help Jordan greatness.
And Jordan greatness is there regardless if he played with good or bad players.
Right, and they don't have to underrate all the right, and so they shouldn't be underrating all the other players he played with.
This is another aspect I talk about, Tyree.
Jordan did say he could play well.
When people start arguing around measuring players around Jordan, they started this thing. Well, who they played with? They didn't do this when Magic and Kareem were playing. Like who he played with? Oh, he can't be that good because he's playing with good people. This stuff started with the arguments around Jordan. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where all this stuff derives from. I ain't gonna never argue nobody. People that say Jordan the GOAT. That means still sit here and go back and forth. But the thing is, why all these arguments start where you only you're only good depending on who you play with. So how you gonna start off? Because you sit here and you listen to people argue about 2 players and they start with who they play with. What did they do on the court? Not who they played with. Start with that first.
Right.
Start with what they done.
I feel you on that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
I mean, like I don't know, man. It's
Right, because you can't have.
it's so much subjective type shit that go on with these arguments.
See, this go back to South Point when he was asking Lou. You can't name a top five. Like, let's say you ask somebody, what's the top five greatest basketball teams of all time? And if you have any of those Bulls teams, you can't have any of those Bulls teams on there and say they wasn't a super team
Right.
as being a top five greatest of all time. No, that's super teams.
Yeah.
So a lot of us, when we say super teams, we going by what we top five teams rather. We going by what we saw. Most people. I ain't
Like,
seen no damn
do y'all
Boston
ever,
Celtics
yeah,
and no
y'all
damn
ever see a
Sixers.
video of two
Because what's
Ronald
crazy is, look, there's Full Point in 2017 with KD Warriors. I heard people saying the 98 Bulls would beat them. But then they would say the 98 Bulls wasn't a super team. You feel me, Saul?
Hey, that's that same thing with the saying you got super teams in the league, but the league wide open. It's the same kind of logic.
I'll be like, what the fuck? How is that possible, bro?
And a lot of people say that's the best team ever, but they're not a
Right.
super team.
That's what I'm
But they
saying.
but they would beat super team. This is Jordan logic. That's why I be telling you, like, y'all doing this for Jordan, man. Jordan considered by popular man the GOAT, but y'all got to do all this because somebody else, you might not like somebody else's opinion,
So
so
you
you got
feel
to create all
that they
this
had to
crazy shit.
validate? You saying they had to validate
Yeah,
some boy? Yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
like this is ridiculous, man.
That's why I don't
Jordan
think.
great,
That's
no
why I
matter
don't.
who he played with or who he didn't play with, just like a lot of other players.
Right. So Lou, what were you saying about the what's your this your show, man? We hijacking this shit, man. What you
No, y'all, no, y'all okay.
nah.
I remember I just asked at that. I just asked the topic like, was it best for the NBA for the Warriors to break up
No,
around the time?
I'm saying I would come and talk on your show
Nope.
instead of going on another show. It's as always fanboy shit. When you talking about the same thing or whatever, and they don't really go in details about what really is going on.
Yeah, I agree with you on that point.
What was your opinion on it though? I came in late, Lou. You think it's better with the Warriors situation with them breaking up? You think it's better that they broke up, Lou?
I think if they didn't break up, you wouldn't have the two champs you have right now.
Or you
You
think
wouldn't.
they would have continued to win?
I believe so. I mean, and again, you got to look at it another way too. Do Kevin Durant? Do Kevin Durant did some of that injury 2019, just like Klay Thompson did? Would it be the first year this year at all three of them are help you back on the court? If KD played this year for the Warriors, do Steph Curry and KD lead into a championship this year?
I
That's a
mean,
good question.
you definitely wouldn't have the Nets team if he stayed there. You don't have the Nets team.
And plus, do James Harden stay in Houston?
But then you got to look at it like this, Lou.
Does he stay in Houston or does he go to Philadelphia?
That's what I'm saying. You don't have the Nets team, but you got to think about this also. You have you got Clay got hurt, so you would actually have Steph and Durant on the Warriors trying to make a run in the West this year. So it'd be Steph and Durant, Draymond.
No, Draymond Green probably will be gone.
Okay, I got you. So we've been
Because
Steph.
think about
Okay.
it.
Yeah, you're
Management
right.
did go to him asking where you want to go in a trade. Because we're going to pay him and we're going to let you go.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. You think that would have worked out? They would have been able to make a run, Steph and Durant,
The way Steph
with their
Curry
young
played,
roster.
the way they both played this season, they probably would have made a run.
But hey, what do y'all think though? Like, if Golden State would have won that series?
What, against Toronto?
No, not against Toronto. Not Golden State. My bad. OKC. When they was up 3-1, they would have won that series. You think KD would ever venture to Golden State?
Probably not.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I think Westbrook and Durant will probably still be together today.
I'll give him a couple more years in OKC, and he try to see if he can repeat, and if not, he'll try to look for a way, some other team to go to.
Yeah, I mean, even if they won, they still would have to face the Cavs.
That's true.
Yeah, but I don't think he would have went to Golden State. That's my personal opinion. I don't think he would.
Well, I was reading. He was actually thinking about going to Golden State in 2015. He'd been wanting to go to Golden State since 2015. That's the reports.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
him and Steve Kerr been in contact since 2015.
Okay.
Like, I thought, didn't he want to go to Lakers if he wasn't going to go Golden State?
I think that was after that Golden State.
It was him and somebody planning to go play together. It was him and somebody.
He was asking Kawhi to go play with the Lakers after the Golden State era.
But LeBron the only one did that, huh?
Man, they all do that shit, man. Kawhi try to recruit everybody. KD try to recruit everybody, man. Dudes got mad at me when I told them Kobe was trying to get KG and Dirk and all of them.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
He tried to get KG, tried to get Dirk, tried to get CP3.
Definitely tried to get CP3 to leave. It's like, nah, bruh.
Yeah, how we y'all?
And he was going to trade. He was going to trade Paul Gasol and Lamar Odom.
Now, how y'all felt about that? Durant and Kawhi playing together, that would have happened.
The meshing of them two, I don't know, bro. I don't know how to. I mean, how do you think that would work?
Who's playing four?
I believe it'll work. KD, he don't need as many touches. With KD not needing as many touches on any offense, give him the better opportunity to throw in the offense.
Hey,
do you think
that would have been?
Go ahead. My bad. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say this. That probably would have been the biggest, the most talented tandem with the lackluster leadership ever. But go ahead.
Yeah, remember Kawhi tried to get
with the Lakers.
He
said with the Lakers though, we still would have had LeBron.
No. This was before the LeBron shit. They've been working on this shit before LeBron even thought about going to the Lakers. Tyree.
You don't think LeBron would have came even if they KD and Kawhi came?
I don't think they would have covered him like that. The organization.
That's a good point.
Remember, Kawhi tried to get KD on the Clippers.
Because Kawhi, he couldn't do anything until after that San Antonio season. That in 2019, after 2019, he would become a free agent. Mm-hmm. LeBron James became a free agent in 2018.
Yeah.
So LeBron James would have been there first anyway.
Yeah, but I think that it's so much stuff going on behind the scenes with those guys, and they play on these Team USA squads, and they had these get-togethers in the summer, so they're always around each other. They tied in the same. Someone got the same agents, so it's.
Remember KD and LeBron was practicing together a few years back.
Yeah. I mean, we got to set the league for what it is until they get some type of to the owners get some type of structure where these top guys, these guys, everything is on a level playing field as far as salary cap and all this other stuff.
See, I don't like parity in the league.
So you don't like NFL football, then, do you?
Yeah, I like NFL football. I'm talking about basketball though.
Parity, that's what makes the NFL great.
Yeah, but that's the NFL.
Yeah, NFL though, but I'm talking about just basketball though.
So you don't think it'll make it great in basketball neither?
Not to me. I like to see a dominant team on the mountaintop and everybody trying to dethrone them.
Take them down.
Yeah, that's what I like.
I got you. I just think like the parody of it would make it interesting. You got these smaller teams like Memphis. Memphis, they can get like get the 8th or 7th seed, something like that. They can make a hell of a run sometimes. You think like Golden State for a long time, they wasn't making big runs and stuff like that. It took a long time for them to make big runs. They made runs every now and then, but they were never able to pay players or whatever. But once they started winning, they was able to pay that luxury tax and those other type of things.
Yeah, I enjoy that David and Goliath type of theme in the NBA.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you on that, but
I mean, you just want to stack the deck, man.
Yeah, I do.
really,
We'll
Just
come.
like
Hey, my
Hey,
team the
like
Lakers.
man.
My team the Lakers, man. I'm trying to stack any way I can, bro. That stack
Hey,
it up.
what's up, Lou?
I'm about to end the show because I got to make a phone call to my sponsor. So,
You call you pastor?
no, my sponsor.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, you got some boosters?
No, remember I used to be addicted to painkillers. So now I gotta talk to this guy every day, now and then about my product.
It's all right, Lou. Hey, take care. Do your thing, bro.
Hey, we can stay behind
Yeah.
the scenes though, right? And talk, right? Once you end it, we still can talk on stream, y'all, right?
Yeah, we can still talk on StreamYard once he ended.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Do you think, Luke?
All right, Lou.
All right, Lou. Appreciate the panel today,
Yeah,
man.
appreciate that, Lou.
Yeah, Lou.
Always
Appreciate it.
Hey, Lou, who look better?